what's the feeling about getting that? And make sure you guys identify yourselves when you're speaking, so I know who's actually talking. Am I recording?
It was great to finally get back out on the field with the teammates. Like you said, after 2 years of just playing with each other, it's great to just get a different look on the field and actually play football. And I think that we were all super excited coming out around 6, and we were ready to get out there.
Yeah, we've talked about it all week. I talked about it with you, Todd. We've been excited to play. It's been a long time. We've been preparing, and when you prepare a lot, it only increases the excitement. So to come out here and to get a win after so many days of just thinking about this team, I think that also builds upon the pleasure of getting the win tonight.
This is from Michael Thomas. Michael, describe the second interception, the big one, the pick six, very opportunistic on your part. But talk me through that play because, it was a deflected ball, but you still got to put yourself in a position to do something with it. So tell me what you saw.
Yeah, and that's exactly, it's funny because Coach Wilson had been preaching it all week that there's going to be a deflected ball in the middle of the field right in the same spot that I was at. And that we just got to make sure that we're driving on the ball and we'll be in the position to get a pick. And so, that's all that was. I was driving the screen he happened to drop it. It got tipped. I just got it and just tried to hit the sideline and run as fast as I could.
Big plays were, it was a big play day for you, Michael Thomas. I mean, you did have the other interception as well. It didn't equal points, but it was still important at the time. How would you kind of assess the defense's day? There were some big plays that made a difference. There were some big plays that made a difference, the wrong way too. But where do you kind of self-assess after game one?
Yeah,
for the defense?
I know I'll have to get in and watch the film and see, just exactly what happened, before I'm really able to answer that question. But just feeling it on the field, it felt like, that we could have success if we just did our job. There's big plays, they made a lot of big plays. We felt that really got them down the field. I'm gonna have to watch the film and really see, just what we needed to do, and just how successful we really were. But just feeling it out there, we felt confident. And one thing is, whether they're moving down the field or not, we felt confident, and we felt we stuck together, and we felt like, that if we just did our job, that we could be successful each drive.
Michael Hoppert, on your play, your touchdown, I've been watching you guys run that formation all through preseason camp, and it's been, at least every day I've been there, it's been very productive. You guys have been able to gain yards out of it. And it was productive 2 years ago when you ran it too. I mean, how much confidence do you have when you go out there running out of the Wildcat? Because it's a look that teams seem to have trouble with. You guys seem to be confident in. Tell me about that, and tell me how maybe that contributed to your touchdown run.
Yeah, whenever we're in my package, there's a lot we can do with it. A lot of my confidence comes from the guys that are on the field with me. The other 10 allow me to do my job and all the different schemes that we do. And like I said, we can do a lot with it, but the touchdown, it's just something we ran every single day. Nothing special, just plays that we run daily. And so I was confident in offensive lines blocking, receivers blocking, and giving me great lanes.
And they called on it, late in the game when you guys were trying to kill the clock too, which is, kind of nice. I know the coaches have confidence in you anyway, but it is nice to be called upon in a game-winning situation to run that kind of play. Just tell me about that and the urgency of that last drive, because they were within. You guys needed to have those first downs.
Yeah,
for that first down you got.
Like you said, it's good to be needed in those types of situations. They told me on the sideline, just kind of be ready. And that's all I ever am, is just ready to get on the field and do what I do. Like I said, it's great to be needed, and it was just simple, just execution. Like I said, daily things we do every day. The moment's not too big. It's down to simple fundamentals and just doing your job.
For both of you guys on both sides of the ball, what do you guys have 2 weeks until you play again? What do you feel like might be an emphasis of what you work on to get ready for Northwestern 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I know. Just thinking about myself, I had a lot of missed tackles out there. So just and not only that, but just stressing my conditioning, stressing my ability to track the ball. Like, Coach mentioned it. Our ability to tackle is going to improve from this week to next week, or 2 weeks from now, our next game. But once again, we're going to have to see the film, make adjustments, see just exactly what we need to do, what we need to work on. It's really hard to tell coming off of a game and just playing a game and not necessarily watching the film before you can really evaluate just exactly what we need to work on, what we need to improve on.
Yeah, I would agree with Mike.
Mr. Hopper?
Yeah, I would agree with
ahead,
Mike.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Like he said, just going back, looking at the film, you can't make any assumptions 10 minutes after the game. You have to go back in tomorrow and see what plays you made, see what plays can be made, see what adjustments we have to make going into this next week of practice, next 2 weeks of practice, and just getting better every single day.
All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Great, thank you so much.
Congratulations. You bet.
I'm going to get you on Luke for the radio here. Okay. Second, Dante. All right, we got our final athlete, Dante Hendricks, joining us right now. Dante, go ahead and get the hot seat. What?
Hey, Dante.
Hey, Todd, how are you?
Good. Congratulations on the win. Kind of give me just your general feeling about, I know you guys were chomping at the bit to get on the field at all, to get the reward of a W out of it. What kind of feeling do you take away from it?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm super proud of this team. We've been through a lot in the last 644 days, a bunch of highs, a bunch of lows, but we all stuck together and we got this W, which is such a great feeling.
Offense was, especially early in the game, was clicking pretty good. I think Anthony completed 7 of his first 8, a lot of them sideline routes over to his kind of left side of the field. You caught a few of those. Then the rhythm kind of, it came and went a little bit offensively through the game. How would you assess, the way the offense performed for all 60 minutes?
Yeah, I think you're spot on with that. The defense got to stop off rip, and then the offense drove right down the field. You can't start a game better than that. I'm kind of disappointed in our consistency. I think with the first drive, we saw a lot of quick passes. We knew they were going to be off coverage, so a lot of easy, quick passes to get in front of the chains. I think that's the biggest thing that fell apart is we weren't in front of the chains on first and second down, which put us in a slump.
Yeah, you guys were 3 of 14 on third down, which hurt. I mean, and they weren't all, some of them were drop passes, some of them were, various things. But was it frustrating as the game went along to not be able to keep the chains going when you had opportunities to?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when you start like that, you want to keep it going. You want to keep that consistency going, and we did not do that tonight. It's obviously stuff we'll learn from film, but like you said, on third downs, we got to be able to convert that. Those are daggers to the other team. There was one third down that is stuck in my mind. It was like 3rd and 1, and we had a false start penalty. We cannot do that if we're going to be great.
Yeah. Did you feel like you haven't played in 2 years? Like physically, how was it out there? I know it was hot, so that definitely had an effect on both teams. But could you feel a difference, or did this just feel like a normal opening day game as far as your body's concerned?
I didn't feel a difference. Obviously you have those first game jitters and whatnot. My body felt great. I took a weird fall on the long pass I caught, which affected me. It's something I'll need to get treatment on. But other than that, my body felt great, strength-wise, cramping-wise. Obviously, we did have a lot of cramps going on throughout our team. It's something that we need to work on, get our hydration better.
You got 2 weeks to prepare for Northwestern. What do you feel like the emphasis should be for the team in the time you have to prepare?
Consistency. I know what this team is capable of, and obviously there's always going to be ups and downs in your first game, but I think the best teams make their biggest jumps from week 1 to week 2. So we got to learn from the film and just get better.